Alright, folks, let's go ahead and get started. I'm Bjorny and welcome to another episode of Star Technology. Some days you just have to take a moment and appreciate the loveliness of the view as the pollution spews forth into the pristine skies. Actually, the way this is going, it kind of makes me feel like we're, like we do this, like our island is actually moving, like I don't know, Castle in the Sky style or something. So being up here, I had a thought. Ooh, that's not a good thought there. How can we only have 10 of those? Oh. Because we used it all making bone meal to make our flowers. But I had a thought. We don't need this guy for farming. We could use it, sure. But we have over here somewhere, yeah. We've been making these, and they've just been kind of sitting here, right? So, why don't we rearrange this a little bit? Let's go right back up there, and I'm going to grab this frequency. And we're going to come down here, and get lost again. Every time. Okay. I got it the first time and I was super impressed with myself. Yeah, so we're going to move this over here. We're going to get rid of that. We're going to have this guy go down. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead. So this is full, right? And that's why this guy isn't producing right now. But I think what we want to do is go ahead and put a ender chest right there. We'll go ahead and put one of these robot arms. LB's fine. It just doesn't matter. It doesn't produce it fast enough to matter. Oh, wait. Stop. We wanted that. Okay, now we're going to put this... Wait. Okay, it doesn't have any modifications on it. And we'll go ahead and just grab this guy. And we're going to do the same thing we always do. Keep 1024. No, we're not. Actually, we're going to go make some super chests. Yeah. And we'll do that. That seems like a better plan. But for now, let's go ahead and pull this out, empty it. Like that? Yeah, there we go. Okay. Okay. So what we're going to try to do here is we're going to play with the potatoes. I mean, as one does. I mean, why not play with the potatoes? They're here. So it's like I want to be Uncle Scrooge swimming through my my 2.5 cubic acres of potato wealth. Okay, so this guy is just processing. This is a 40-second recipe, and I mean, I guess it doesn't need to be better than that, I don't think. Now, what we could do is... So, the potatoes in the large farm controller. Oh, that's why we want the better one up there. Okay. That changes things up a bit. Okay, well, let's go ahead and do that then. And we might be getting rid of these guys because they're honestly not very good in that situation. So let's try this large farm controller. It can farm. See, but it farms this stuff all passively. It's fine. I should probably just stop using that one that's up there for anything other than what's automated. Yeah. Okay. And then in that case, let's go up and make as many potatoes as we can. That means we got to start off by making a bunch of aluminum crates. And that's fairly straightforward. This whole recipe is actually pretty cheap, all things considered. So let's go ahead and grab that. so loud in here all of a sudden. I turned off a bunch of the machines over there. I was like, I just need a minute to catch my brain. Okay, let's grab 2 of these, and we'll make 16 of these, which means we need to grab 2 stacks of those. We'll go ahead and make them into the long rods, and then these long rods turn into the crates. Yep, and then we're going to need to grab a stack from over here. They moved, so they're over here now, of these guys. Yeah, and then we're going to go ahead and do that. And we have ourselves a super chest. I don't know what I'm doing with these quartz sands. I need to put them in a centrifuge. Do we have a centrifuge handy? I think we used our centrifuge. Can I put this in here? No. See, that's why I'm not sure what to do, because we don't have a... we're just going to put it in there and forget that it exists. Yeah. Okay, so... yeah, this is what we're going to do. This is the way. Last episode, we kind of funneled around for a bit. And this is... I'm not entirely sure what our path is going for. No, I do know what it is. It's making this microprocessor. We need to get up to EV here. The problem is it's kind of a question of the style we get there in. And I know that's silly, but I want to get there in style. So, I don't want to get these. I want to get these. But that being the case, we have to get this nitric acid. And this nitric acid is kind of... right, like we need nitrogen dioxide, right? How do we get nitrogen dioxide? Well, we can get it from the distillation tower of liquid ender air. That's a whole pile of things. Not going to happen. But we could run it through the large chemical reactor with oxygen and nitrogen. Great, that's fine. But in order to do that, we need to have polytetrafluoroethylene. And in order to get polytetrafluoroethylene, we need the liquid form, right, which is tetrafluoroethylene, which is chloroform and hydrofluoric acid. Chloroform is methane and chlorine. Chlorine's easy. We've got lots of that, but then we got to get methane. So we need methane for lots of things. And that's kind of where we're at right now. So we've got this hideous setup here. We're going to have to find some better way to do this. But this is kind of our Powerlife 7 island. So I've got a bunch of things I want to try. And I actually just remembered one of them. So we'll get to that here in a second. But, yeah, this guy's going to make our fluorine. And we need some potatoes to put in here, I think. Because this guy is going to do biochaff. And biochaff is... we get it from plant falls in the macerator, right? That's what we got in there. We can either centrifuge sticky resin, centrifuge rubber logs, centrifuge grass blocks, or sometimes centrifuge dirt. All of that seems silly when we could just compress some potatoes. Well, carrots. I don't know what we... oh, yeah, there we go. Potatoes. Potatoes are easiest because we can cook them and we get a decent food. Is kind of what the backup plan is there. Or one sapling. Well... are we getting saplings? I don't think we're actually getting saplings, come to think of it. Yeah, we have to actually plant the trees, and that was our create farm. So let's keep that in the back of our head, but I don't think that's how we're going to do it. Oh no, even better. Okay, so we can extract plant balls from wood pulp. Is that better? If we do it at HV, it's just a 2.6% chance. So we have to go through almost a stack. That's maybe not the best idea. We do get tons of wood pulp from macerating logs. But that's still like 8 logs per biomass. Which isn't the issue. The issue is that it's 8 operations too, right? Although this is 0.8. So I guess let's hold on a second. If we do that, And we run... Which one of these is fastest? If we do this at... Right now we're going to do it at LV, actually. So let's check here. But if we do it at HV, it's 3.75. I don't love it. We'll go ahead and... We'll go stay the course for now. So let's go and... What's probably going to happen here is we got the soul infused wire. I got that soul infused wire from... we had a hole in the ground over here, actually. No, over on the other island. And I filled it in, coincidentally, right before the episode started. Right, so... Yeah, we'll just... we'll grab a compressor. No, actually, we have a basic compressor, don't we? I don't want to leave this at LV, but I do also not want to create a billion more machines up here. This is kind of our LV land. I don't know. I don't have a whole lot of plan for what we're doing here. That sounds so bad. It's not that I don't have a plan. It's that actually. Well. Okay, we got the cutter, reactor, boilers, brewery. Oh, see, this is what I didn't want to see. All right. Do we have a... We have a compressor. We have a macerator. No, we used to have a macerator, but we don't anymore. So then do we go ahead and use HV stuff? I was going to use LV if we had the LV stuff available. I was going to use HV or MV if we had the MV stuff available. But since we don't, maybe we just jump right into HV and we do go ahead and automate another little section here. We can't make the machine, but we can do this. Okay, I think I've talked myself into it. So we're going to come over here. We are going to pull you out. These are just, we're making dies. And as I'm thinking about it, we can make these dies anywhere. In worst case scenario, we'll just build another one of these down there for point of use. Yeah, so we'll grab that. We'll move this like so. Yep, that's exactly what I wanted. More pebbles. And then we actually made these guys, and that was the point of this whole process. Potatoes and the output bus. Oh, but wait a second. Why do we have... I'm a little confused. Why do we have two output buses? Oh, right. We have two output buses because we were doing things a little bit one per jot earlier. Okay, that's fine. We'll keep these sunflowers because we'll just turn them into dyes and bring them down there. Yeah. Huh. Don't matter too much. We're going to do that. We'll go ahead and grab you and put you in there. We'll tell you to lock. Not void. But we will tell you to output there and automatically. No, that's not what we're going to do. We just went over this. So potatoes are one of those things that we always end up with like way too many of. They just sit in our inventory. So we will do it like that. And then let's go ahead and grab a conveyor belt, and this conveyor belt can just... Oh, I only needed one. Okay, that's fine. This conveyor belt can go in there, and we will set it to import. And this will use, I think, one. This should use one bone meal. It only consumes it. What do we have this at? This must be MV. Oh, let's try that again. The right click isn't working for some reason. I'm assuming something else is intercepting it. So MV. So yeah, it's just chance to consume is 70%. I guess it doesn't matter that much. Point is, it's only using 0.7 per. The potatoes themselves are never consumed. It's always water. And we might get fertilizer. Again, I'm not sure how much it matters. This is 32 and 16. And we could bump it up to 64 and 32. It kind of, I suppose, depends on... Hold on. Sorry, I had to rearrange some stuff. It just depends on how fast all this goes. But, you know, since we would go from LV to MV, and this is where we're at now, and then we could actually just double it by bumping up to HV. Oh, that might be it. Does the crop greenhouse is perfect overclock? So in fact, there's no downside to doing that, right? So here, it'll bump it up to 1.85 seconds instead of currently it should be at 7.5 seconds. No, why is it at 7.5? Oh, because we have it at low voltage. Okay, that's fine. No, it's at MV. No. It only has one. Regardless, we can upgrade that. We'll upgrade that. That definitely needs to be upgraded. But we'll just wait until we get HV, and then we'll do that, and it'll be all a thing. Maybe we make some fertilizer. Maybe we make enough that we shoot it back up here. We'll see how that goes. But for now, we're making potatoes. And these potatoes are going to go down there, and we already have the... It's over here, right? Yeah, we already have this guy. So let's go ahead and grab him. And it's slowly emptying because... Oh, right, we were gonna not do this up there. We were gonna go do it down in the basement and run a HV compressor. Yep. And then, yeah, we'll see where we go after that. I just want all this to be yellow dye so we can put it in our dye chest. Digest, the latest book from Dean Koontz about a Minecraft mod that won't stop. That's a lot of yellow dye. I thought we had a lot of orange. You can go up there too. That's fine. Okay. I don't know where some of this random stuff... I mean, I know we were going to try making stuff. We didn't like this LV converters because we were going to have two Pyrolysis ovens, and then we ended up not. But I don't know where some of this other stuff comes from. I'll just put it up there for now. The gold wire can go up there. And what is this? Oh, this is the potatoes. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and grab. Did I make some machine frames? Some HV ones? They'd be over here if I did, right? Yeah, I didn't, that... Man, I wonder what I did with all this. I remember making them. It was a few episodes ago now. And I say episode because some of the episodes take me an hour and a half to record. Because I just bam, 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 and I know exactly what we're doing. Some of them I get, called out to pick up people or drop people off or whatnot, and it doesn't work quite as well. So we're going to run over here, we're going to grab another batch of this, and we'll make another 8 hulls. And then we're going to need an HV compressor and an HV macerator. Yeah. So you can go in there. And let's get a advanced macerator. We do have the diamond grounding out because I was going to make this for something else, and that didn't materialize. It was a dead end when we went to go through looking at it. We do need to make some large chemical reactors. I need to make the distillation tower. That would be neat. But in order to do that, we've got all this stuff. But in order to do this, we need to do this. I wonder, can we do water? Just water. In a distillation tower. Chemical imbuer. I was just curious what we would get from that if we did that. chemical plant. Distillation tower. Literally just water. Okay. It is an MV process. I don't understand the deal there, then. Okay. There's only 61 things we can put in the distillation tower, and I'm not sure how much all of them are useful. Fish oil gets us lubricant. Seed oil gets us lubricant. Like, why would you do this whole thing for just that? And I also don't know necessarily how the distillation tower works, because when we look at the multi-block here, it's just like this. But surely we need more outputs than that. I don't know how it works in this version. I thought I remembered it being taller in other versions, but I guess we will see. Okay, so that being said, we need to run up here and grab some of that gold cable. Is this all I have? Well, in that case, let's go make some more. I feel like we've done this a billion times. I really want to get these things automated. But we need to advance just a little bit in order to get the automation really going. Because I'm tired of making these. I don't even remember why. What is it that we need? Oh, right. It's the diodes. We're kind of stumped on the diodes a little, I think. I kind of feel like everything will be faster and easier. Oh, I've got gold cables. Shh. I don't need to go make more. I mean, we will, because it's fine, but that's that. Okay, we did need to make the advanced compressor. And the advanced macerator. 2. All right, how many motors do we need? We need 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go make 4 motors. This should be fairly straightforward. We have a lot of the stuff. Right, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of these. These will get doubled. And I know I've got a motor sitting in there. As long as we're making them, let's just make a few extra. We made those, and then the last thing we need is... I should have put these in first. Okay. Then we're going to need 2 more for the pistons, 3 more for the pistons. Not worried about this stuff. Although we will need 2 chips, 4 chips. We got the diamond grinding hand, we got the gold cables. Actually, this is going to be fairly straightforward. We'll just let that go. I could use the one downstairs, but we're here now. Although downstairs is where we've got the... just go down there real quick. Got the bender down here. Oh, right. That's why we had the gold cables. So we could do this guy. Assembler. It's on an 8. And then how many of these do we need? We need 16. I like how fast that is. It's like one of the few recipes that's just like... It could be faster, sure, but that just seems like about the right speed. Just over a second, maybe. Alright, so we got 8 of those. We need to run through the bender. 9 of those. We got the gold cable. Oh, we need 3 gears. Yeah, I think part of what's going on here, part of why I feel, and I don't know if you've been noticing this, but I feel like I'm a little lost, is I think a lot of what I've been doing is routine stuff that we do the same thing kind of over and over again. And that's relaxing to me. I don't know if it's relaxing to you to watch, but I mean, ideally it is, right? And somewhere along the line, I think I got the idea in my head that we should be able to do things faster, better, more optimized. And while there's nothing wrong with that per se, it wasn't really happening. I think we're missing something for these. Nope, we got our 3. Okay, cool. No, not ore washer. Oh, processors, right. It's the only thing we're missing. So some of these routine tasks that I used to enjoy doing kind of started to feel mundane routine. I shouldn't have to do that. And it's taking me a second to get my head back around that, which I find fascinating. But I think we've got... So the way that this area down here is working is... Yeah, see, like down here, we started setting up this these chemical reactors to make something. And I don't remember what we were making now. But it didn't work out. Didn't work out. So let's do this. We'll go the macerator there. We'll do the compressor here. We're going to do this ender drawer right there. And then you can just conveyor module up, right? For it. Yeah, that'll work. And then, honestly, we want a super chest of this stuff because I think it's going to be super useful. And then we do also want a... ender chest there. So you should be outputting over here. So this is not a real fast recipe, and that's one of the things that got me a little concerned. This would be 5 seconds, but we only get it 20% of the time. 27%, but so that would be 20 seconds. This one we can't get yet, although I have considered it several times. Grass block is only 30% of the time, and I don't really want to do that. We do get clay dust. And the dirt one is kind of... Nah, no. All of these are 15 seconds. Okay. I'm curious if there's a multi-block compressor. Let's check. Because that would be fun. Large material press. Okay, there is, but it's IV. There's the implosion compressor, which is something we might need to make here soon. In fact, it's not that hard. But I hate making the TNT for it. I just don't like it. And this is crazy here. Okay. And then the last question is, some of these we can hit with a this multi-block thing over here. Right here. The multi-block upgrade. So there's 14 of these machines, and we definitely want to do that, like the advanced forming press. I mean, imprinting images into things. Heck yeah, let's do that. Wait, advanced ore washer. Oh, I must accidentally did the scroll. Right, like being able to do this, and I think what we want to do here is set this up, and then we can give it better power, and that's what boosts it, right? Because it's got perfect overclock. So yes, it can only have one energy hatch, but we can make it an HV or an EV or whatnot. So we don't have to keep making this machine. We can just upgrade the one we've got. But then we can do some sort of locked buses that I haven't quite figured out yet. We were going to make this a long time ago. We got stymied. Although no, we can't make this yet because we need the processor. We are going to make that, though. That's coming. I'm just looking through here. Oh, I've already cycled through it all. Yeah, and these are the exact same ones. So the short of it is, you know, we can make it happen. Meh. Okay, that's what I was looking for. All right, now we're going to grab this bioshaft. We're going to put it in there. Oh, is this getting us... Wait a second. Oh, because we've got the HV one. Upstairs, it's only the LV one. So if you're not aware, HV is the first time you get these side effects. So you only ever get the first slot in an LV macerator, unless things have changed. They may have changed because it is different versions, but... yeah. We can get these first three, and then I don't know at what point you get the top tier one. Huh, okay. Cool. So we're gonna get a little bit more, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna set another robot arm, and you're gonna go here, and you're going to keep exact. No, oh, sorry, that's not what we're gonna do. We are actually going to pull that off. We want really. I was thinking and planning. So, Star Magic and DOW, they're like that. I'll be doing something, and they'll just come out of nowhere like, "Bow!" It's not. I'm not gonna get mad about it. I just, it's disorienting for a second when you think things are going on one way, and then it's like, oh, what was that? Where did they come from? They must have spawned. I don't know where he spawned. Wait. Well, first off, let's lock this. We don't want an item void. The recipe for this was... Oh, 2 of them. Okay. And that's the only thing we can do with it, huh? Yeah, the only thing we can do with plant balls is macerated. So I guess I don't feel bad about it. We might change how we get these. In fact... Yeah, we looked over this over and over and over again. And there's just no real effective way of doing this. Extractor and wood pulp. But that's 3 machines. And it's just not really any faster. Or essence burning. We could do the essence. But not for... Well, this is HV. I just don't think that this is a thing we can get. Yet. Okay. Robot arm. Robot arm says, you go there, but keep exact. And you are exactly the way we want it to be. Okay, cool. So this is the standard automation things that we're doing here. This is why this machine can go the way it goes. We're only going to get... Yeah, we need to make those other machines. But this is an example. I don't want to sit and wait for the gears to go through. I don't feel like I should have to whine. And that's what's going on in my head. So that's why we haven't done it. We can, right, this is okay. We've got the soul thing, so this is really just 2 machines to make soul infused glass. This is all we use it for is these guys here, the LV stuff. But, you know, we could automate all 3 of these. We don't need to automate the LV upgrade kit because it looks like all of the upgrade kits themselves are just directly made, in which case, you know, we should really be making the EV upgrade kit. I wasn't going to put that in there, but now we are. Because stainless steel, straightforward. Enderium glass, not super easy, but it's really just ender pearls. Oh, that's resonant ender. Enderium glass is liquid enderium, which we get... Wait. Yeah. Enderium ingots, vacuum freezer. See, that's what I was afraid of. So we're not going to automate that anytime soon, but we could probably make like a stack of them. Just takes a while of sitting and watching, and that's why I haven't been doing the non-automated stuff. But we're kind of at the point where we're out of non-automated stuff to do. Or don't, yeah, stuff that we haven't automated yet, but it helps us progress. And I may have to start switching to just letting it run off camera. Like maybe I'll run around and do some building. Like I'd like to build this place out a little bit nicer. I'd like to build out an island over there. There's just a few places I'd like to build some stuff up. You know, I was gonna take this this area here and turn it into a water pit, just like that's a lava pit. But all of that's gonna take a. We can't get in there. I keep forgetting I did that. We're gonna go ahead and open it up a little bit just so I can. Oh, maybe. Okay, can I just... Sure, that's fine. Okay, so we've got this stuff going. Let's go ahead and grab this guy. I was letting it go for a little bit. I keep forgetting that the goal of this is relaxation. And when I'm relaxed playing this, I feel like I'm relaxing to listen to. And when I'm relaxed playing this, it is relaxing for me. So why do I keep getting myself all worked up? Gosh, I don't know. I really don't. It's becoming a bit of an issue though, isn't it? Okay. So we don't actually need these. We don't need you. Because we came up with a better way, which means we don't need these guys here. I think part of the issue for me is that I know I can go fast. So why don't I go fast? And then if we grab this ender drawer, we can put it right here. And then if we give it that frequency, this guy just turns on. And he should be making fermented biomass. And what we'll do, we'll go make some more. We should have enough to make like a stack of doohickeys. We'll go down and take a look. We might have to make another compressor. The compressors are easy though. Right, so you're running, you're doing your thing. You can pull stuff out of there. I don't think there's any side effects. Oh, I know what I wanted to try. Let's go make a couple of, we'll make 4 more motors. And a piston. Yeah, so we'll put 5 in here. So we will make another compressor. Why did I need it? Oh, to make the ender tanks, we need blaze rods. Right now we have blaze powder, sorry. So what we need to do is run it through a compressor. I'm just trying to figure out. Oh, we need like all of this actually. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That'll work. You guys are done. Let's go grab these. And then we need to go run 3 through the bender and 1 through the extruder. I think that might be part of the other reason that I'm getting a little stressed out is I've mentioned it before, and I'll just mention it again. If you hear me getting frustrated with my voice, sometime in the last couple of years, I started developing a little bit of aphasia, and that's where you can't remember words, and it's so frustrating because what I do is teach, right? And so, compactor, nope, compressor. Right, like right there. That's a perfect example. I know exactly what the word is that I'm trying to make happen. Oh, we need 2 pistons for a compressor. Well, that's my bad. Okay. Well then, let's put you in here. And go back to the compressor because I can at least make these motors. Oh. That was close. Okay, I can make those motors. I'll just go run these through here again. Yeah, and so with the aphasia, I get frustrated because I can't remember the word. And then it's not that itself frustrates me. It's that I can't let it go, and I keep trying to find the word. And it distracts me from whatever it was I was going to do. So like in this case, you know, the fact that I forgot that we needed a compressor means that I might have forgotten to do another thing there. It's silly, but it is what it is. All right, we've got this guy. We're going to just hold on to him for a second. I don't need it right away. We can get rid of this macerator. Right, and then we're going to take these motors, and we're going to make a couple of pumps. They need to be HV pumps, and I'll show you why here in a second. So we actually have a couple in here, and I keep saying we're going to automate this. I did see how, okay, so one of the ways, see, with methane, this is the stuff we want. We mix, and we get hydrochloric acid. This is one of the ways we can get hydrochloric acid. And it may be the best way to do that. Because that doesn't seem right. And methanol, hydrochloric acid, and silicon dust, that doesn't seem right. But if we mix these, which is, you know, reasonable, we get hydrochloric acid, diluted hydrochloric acid, and polydimethylsiloxane. And that we mix with sulfur dust to get liquid silicone rubber. So this process here, all of that can go away, and instead, like right here, we run this through an assembler. We can use any of the rubber kinds. The styrene butadiene, I haven't figured out how to make that yet, and I don't think it's at this tier. At least not reasonably. Could probably force it. But, we just had a whole conversation about not doing that. Okay, what else do we need? We need, I think, what do we need for a pumps? HV pump. Oh, it is a steel rotor. Okay. So we'll go get two of those. Got some steel screws in here. And we've got enough steel up here. We can make the rotor. Oh, yeah. Run down there. Up here. And then we also need pipes. And I think I've got the stuff for the pipes, but we might be running out. In which case, it's fine. I think I've got some more downstairs. Rotor. You go here. So yeah, the last couple of episodes, we've been running around like a chicken with her head cut off because I can't figure out how to get some of these things done, and then I keep getting distracted by words don't mean what I think they do. It's not in here. It's over in here. Let's double check. Is that what I need? No, I need stainless steel fluid pipes. Well, that's fine. I can do that too. Just toss you in there, and we'll get the normal pipe size right there. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's a little slow for my taste. I think that might also be contributing. I know it doesn't matter. It sounds like I'm whining. I'm not whining. I'm just evaluating myself, and because I'm in front of a microphone, I feel like I should talk out loud. It is what it is. I'm hoping that you at least agree with me. I'm like, oh, I can see how that would be irritating. Some of these times don't make any sense at all. Hold on. Anyhow, I just got back from picking up the kids from a midnight release party. They had fun. But I spent the whole time thinking everything through. And I came to a realization. I think a lot of that all comes down to fundamental expectation that you're not quite good enough. That's what it comes down to. That's where a lot of the stress and whatnot we feel. Anyhow, that's what I was thinking about. What were you thinking about while I was gone? Oh, wait. Through the magic of recording technology, that was no time at all for you. Alright, so if you haven't caught it yet, because I've flipped over to it a couple times, we're going to try to make this cover. I don't know how this cover works. Uh-oh. Don't need that. See, like this. I don't know what that does. But it's just an LV piston, iron plate, and a chest. We should make that. It doesn't tell us what it does. Wait, maybe it does over here. Nope, nothing. I'm assuming it lets us output to like a chest, but like a flat cover. Like it's a flat chest. But oh, okay. Well, that's easy. Although I'm not sure we have any plates. In any event, we're going to make this thing, and then we're going to go see what else we need to do to just slow and steady progress. It's also very funny, because I tell my students all the time, it's not about, you don't have to be great at things. You don't have to be perfect at everything, because, you're allowed to just learn how to do things. It's the same thing here. I don't have to be perfect at all this. Is this an HV recipe? It is, which means I don't know if I have an HV assembler. And let's go see if I know I had one. No. Okay, no worries. I'm gonna. Ew. I don't like that recipe at all. But it's 1, 2. Oh, it's right. It's 10. Because it's 1, 2, 3, 4. So we need to make 10 HV motors. And as long as we're making 10, we may as well make 16. So that's going to be... Let's go grab another stack of those. Yeah, that's the... This is the point where I go, that's a lot. Alright, let's go jump up here. Over here. We needed, what, 16? And then we need 1, 2 pistons. I think that's it. But we will need 2 pistons over here. And we'll need some gears. Wrong gear shape. Small gear. Go back. And then I don't know how much electrum and silver we've got, but it's not going to be too far off. Well, we need 32. So let's go get some more. Unless I've got some in here. Nope, that's aluminum wire. Okay. This, however... Oh no, we need a whole stack of that. Ew, okay. Okay, run down here. We'll get this gold. No, silver, we said. Silver is third one. Yeah. And let's go ahead and put this over here. Over here. In here. You're set at a 16, which I suppose is good enough. We need to get some of that electrum. We'll go toss that over there in the same doohickey. As soon as it's done. Maybe we need another wire mill. Oh, no. We need the advanced wire mill machine. Right? Wire mill 2. We, like, maybe won't even need all that stuff. So, like, we come in here. We put that on it. We get the large wire mill controller, which is sterling silver cases. And a maintenance hatch otherwise. So what I think we can do, well, for one, I think we can do the dual bus. Dual bus. Oh, item and fluid input hatch. Wait, isn't there one that's a bus that's an input and an output bus? Huh. Maybe not. But I think what we can do is we can put machines into that. Let's go wire these up while this one goes. Hey, you're supposed to be silenced, buddy. Oh, right. It's all the way up at the top. need these to be 2x. There you go. Go ahead. Have fun. And I guess it's probably about time to go grab the electrum. No. Yeah, this is what I was talking about. So if we're going to make this 16x, right, 16x wire, cobalt wire, takes 23.56 seconds, and 6 seconds right here. So then why does, what is a good one, gold, silver, there we go. Why does this take 11 seconds? Why does, I mean, Lumium makes sense, because it's a higher tier material, I guess, but is that really how it works? Yeah, but why would Electrum then be 15 seconds? I don't know. Anyhow, it's my goal is to make some of these multi-blocks, and we'll put them in. I don't know. I was thinking, oh, we didn't put down doohickeys. But I was thinking that's part of what this area over here would be for. Although this is quite a bit of an area. We might be able to do some down there. We'll have to see how it goes. We'll play it by ear. Alright, you need to be 2x as well, right? And then we're going to run over here, and we're going to grab 16 of these. And that should be enough for... Oh, I never pulled those out. Well, that's easy enough to fix. And I guess we should grab the rest of this stuff while we're here. So we got those and those. Nine. Oh, right. We'll go grab those. And that'll be no big deal. I'm doing all this for this part does get a little frustrating. Fills attached containers with water as cover. It sounds like we should know what it does, but do we? Alright, there we go. There's that. And then we need 2 pistons. Good. And then we'll need 12. And I think gold wire, which we've got. Perfect. And then these guys. All we're missing is the gold cable we've got here. And stainless steel rods. That's fine. We'll just toss it in here. Oh. Oh, I know what happened. No, I don't. Why did I have some, but not all of the ones that I needed? Okay. We have our advanced assembler. And one thing we can do, if push comes to shove, we could, for example, put it on this line and then put one of those energium crystals in it. That would be feasible. Maybe not a great idea. Oh. I'm always so disappointed in myself when I do that. Alright, where are we going to put this? Let's go Oh, let's put that away for one. Down there, and I think right there is the perfect place for it. Now, what does this need? Nothing. Perfect. So, 2 motors, that. And there was one more thing, wasn't there? Oh, that's why we had one processor. Okay, this is a 5-second craft. And what I want to know is, will this do what it's, I mean, it's like it's making a promise right there on the cover. Will it hold up to that promise? Let's go find out. Okay, so this guy's running. This guy's out of water. And if I just grab this and put it right there. Perfect. Okay, what is there a screwdriver for it? No, there's no screwdriver for it. Alright, well, that is pretty cool. And I'm tempted to go make a bunch of those, but I don't want to make all those pumps manually. But like, for example, right here, this would be a perfect place for that. Huh. I mean, that's almost easier than, does this need water? Doesn't look like it. Okay, so we're actually gaining charcoal. Which I wasn't, I mean, I think it's a little bit, but I think we're gaining. Okay. Neat. So, you're dumping biochaff in there, and you are getting out a fair dinkum of fermented biomass. Right, we said that we were going to take the next step of... Oh, that's why I've got this compressor. Okay. Let's run down and see if we can find out where it goes. Yeah, so over here, we've got this guy. Now, question is, I think so like we could, what is this, aluminum wire? We have to go get some aluminum wire. We could bring this up one, put it right here. But I'm trying really hard not to do that, but this is so close and so similar. Maybe we do it over on this side. Let's go ahead and do that. So why are you not getting any carbon anymore? Because you're not getting... Oh, I bet you it's full up on the rare earth sludge dust because that one's full. Oh, hey, we've got the super chest. Item locking. I think these all need to be item voiding, right? Okay, so we did this last episode or a couple episodes ago. And basically this guy's doing the rare earth. Yeah, this guy's doing the rare earth. And it's just dumping it into here. And it makes 6 of these little output things, which don't do us a whole lot of good. Yet. The neodymium does. Samarium we will need later. Yttrium, I think we need for something. Like cadmium we need for... We could use for batteries. We're kind of past that point. Anyhow. I don't really want to kill that little guy. We should name him. Right, so let's go grab a aluminum cable. And we're going to break some of our own rules. It's fine as long as we never notice. grab that aluminum wire. I think it's fine. I don't know why I insisted on using this. Oh, it's right here. Yeah. Okay, so if I put you right there, and I put the compressor right there, then I can dig. This guy's doing that. Let's go ahead and just make him go output to the right. Oh, wait, no. You're going to output to the left. Because we did decide we were going to do it like that. It doesn't matter. It just happens to be the case that this is the power source, so I'd like flow to generally go that way. Yeah. And then we can do another ender drawer like that. And a robot arm is fine. Actually, it's what we need. There we go. That'll do. Okay, so now yeah, this guy's backed up a rare sludge dust, but the other one should be... Oh, you're going. It's just this one. What is this one making? Oh, you know what? This isn't any of the things that we're doing. Or is it? Where do we get the carbon dust from? We got it from coal, which is back here. Crushed coal ore. And then the crushed coal ore goes back over here. Okay, so we have coal ore. Is that machine gonna be broken? And then we went and did this over here. That's crushed coal ore. We have the coal dust. Okay, we have lots of coal dust. Oh, and I bet you those are full. No. Why are you idling? .373 should be distilled water. Which is right over here. And it looks like something's stealing all the distilled water. .373. Okay, so in this case, okay, so here's what we're going to do. This one's going to be easy. We are just going to... We're just going to go make another one of these machines. Now that we've learned a new trick, let's go ahead and make this happen. Rubber rings. And... Actually, let's just double check. Distilled water. We can make it in a distillery, which is what we're gonna do. Interesting. So you can do 288 in 8 seconds, or 5 in 0.8 seconds. But this one uses 10 EU per tick. Huh. So we make that up to HV. Oh, sorry. Interesting. The distillation tower uses 120 EU per tick. And it's still 8 seconds. Alright, let's go ahead and just try it. Okay, so we need a stainless steel pipe, 2 of them, and some rotors. Are you still making bools, isn't it? Yeah, these bools take so long. What was the time on it? 225 seconds. That's why I just got it running. Like, we're not doing anything else. Steel screws. 1, 2. And let's go make those and the other thing. So, back here. Extruder. Not that. We need the rotor. And then the normal pipe. In like 3 seconds. I love how it just, you can pull things out of it while it's going. What else do we need for the pump? Rings, right? That. And 2 motors. We have that. We have guild cables. We do. So we should have everything. And if we just toss it in here, did it need anything? Let's try that. For funsies. For science. Well, let's go use the HV one. Again. For science. Down here. And you, I keep looking at it and I keep immediately forgetting to check. It does not need a, that's why I didn't see it. Okay. You, and you, and you. 2 of you, and... Where's the rotor? Did we not get the rotors? Or the pipes? Yeah, we got the pipes. But I didn't get the rotors we made. So that's easy enough, though. Oh, that's fun. Okay. I guess we just need to get 7. Oh, that's a 7. Okay. So to get that, we need to run over, I don't know, there-ish. Run this back through this guy over here. Nope, bender. And then we need the other pipe, or processor. And then I guess we should check and see what an advanced distillery costs. Because if we're just running out of water, that's one thing. Oh, a Canthal spring. Oof. I don't think we have any Canthal. Do we just need to have some Canthal on hand? I don't know how to handle that. But Canthal in here by any chance? We do. Well, let's just run that over here. That's easy enough. Duke. Pull you out. And... ooh, that's going to take a few minutes. Okay. Right, so distilled water is what's keeping us from making more... well, we don't need to solve this problem right now. Yeah, we need like another HV pump. But I was thinking... is this guy full of water? He is full of water. It's just literally... yeah, let's extract And so it must be immediately extracting before this guy can grab it. And then where is it going? Gotta get the laser wrench. It's literally called laser wrench. It amuses me every time that's literally what it's called. You are going to negative 20, 25. Negative 20, 25. What is over here? Oh, and then 67. So it's down underneath in this corner? Oh, right. Right, okay. So, for example, I'm not going to turn this off, but it does mean that we need... Oh, don't stand there. It's that one there. Okay, but that does mean that... No, it's not. That one there. Oh, but is he not connected to anything anymore? No. It's not. Wait. I can't tell. Is that line going straight up? It can't be. This doesn't go anywhere. So that's not what's using the water. And I don't think... Oh, there is distilled water in here. But... somewhere along the way, I must have used it up. Oh, here it is. Yeah. Ah. Okay, well, let's do this then. Let's just do that. Okay, why are you idling? Should have enough, right? I don't care right now. If I'm honest, we're working on something else. Alright, so... yeah, that can go away. And then this is not connected to anything else, so it can go away too. That just makes our life a little easier. Yeah. Alright, so we should have Cantho coil by now. Not that one, it's this one over here. So we're keeping all that stuff. Alright. Do you have some Cantho for me? Oh, they're gonna be hot. Oh, we had hot. That's okay. No, we didn't. We had hot red steel. I do get a kick out of how much you lose track of in this. Yeah, red steel. I'm not touching it right now. We just need to grab... oh, we need to make this. Let's grab one of these. And this needs to go in the lathe. And you with the hammer. And these guys with the hammer. And then that goes in the bender. Okay, so we got the thing we need for this. That's fine. Takes 5 seconds. Okay, there's the Canthal spring. It's empty. Cool. And we were going to make the Advanced Distillery 2. So the only thing we're missing is another pump. Okay. And do we... Okay, let's go make that pump. And then we need 2 of these. I've said it before, and I'll keep saying it. Life's going to be a lot easier when we get these pumps automated. I keep thinking I'm never going to, make enough for it to matter, and then we just keep making more pumps. We keep needing to cut out these rings. They're gaskets. 4 and 3. Alright, we got 4 of those, and steel screw. I did not expect that we were going to make this many pumps this episode. Okay, extruder. It's got the pipe in it. And then we need the rotor. With that. That's everything, right? And if we go use the assembler over here, we don't even need to pull our screwdriver out. Well, I guess we have a screwdriver. Alright, it was... Well, okay, we'll put you in there. And... What was the other thing? It was something silly. Oh, the cauldron. Okay, and then we need a motor, a rotor, gold cable, screw, pipe. I always forget that last one. Oh, duh. There we go. Okay. We didn't grab the tempered glass like we should have. That's okay. And we are at the point where we could be making AE2. But again, once we start AE2, everything becomes about AE2. And I'm having fun with the rest of this. Although our goals are kind of substantial enough that we should maybe... Actually, maybe we should switch over to AE2 before we start automating pipes, motors, and blast furnaces and stuff. That's actually maybe not the worst idea in the world. Regardless, we're going to run down here. Yeah, we'll go to north. And this is kind of becoming a miscellaneous automation center. So we'll put you here. We're going to go ahead and put this right there. Oh, interesting. It's just a little water tank. And what do you need to make distilled water? A 1. Yeah, and we'll go ahead and use that. And maybe it's too much power, but it's probably fine. Okay, so that being the case, does the distiller... No, we can't. We can't make a multi-block. I thought that would be kind of a cool multi-block, but no. Okay, I need to come grab this guy over here. I want this. And I guess it doesn't matter. I don't like breaking it, but it's fine. Okay, this is still providing water to this one, who is inserting it into here because you need water in lubricant, along with all that stone dust. Okay. And I do get a kick out of the fact that we're making stone dust for that process. which, you know, Stodus is supposed to be kind of a side product that you just get. But nah. Okay, over here. And I mean, I don't really want to go up to, but I think we're gonna. Okay, you can output to the top. No. Like that. Okay. And I guess we just auto output to one more up. Yes. Okay, you're still empty. This is still not fast enough, huh? Well, I don't have a better option for you right now. But it's better than it was. Oh, I know why, because it's filling up the, Yeah, I don't like this at all, but... Okay. Let's go to... Where I got lost. I got lost again with what we were doing. Let's go drop off a couple of things. This is our old stuff. A bit here, and then we can get rid of some of these. It's over here. Laser. I think that's all we had. Okay. So we were going with the fluid over there, right? And we made that. And so now we're getting to... We need to make some methane. That really... That can't be what we were working on. Can it? Oh, right. We were going to make the ender tank, so you can pump out into the ender tank. And ender tanks... We're going to go ahead and try to make a whole stack of them. Well, let's go see how many blaze rods we've got, because that could be contentious. So we put them over here. Okay, we can make a half a stack. Okay, so let's go grab a stack of obsidian, which is... Oh, we were right there. I hate when I do that. I just don't know my base very well, it seems. Actually, it's that those patterns of behavior that just kind of stick in. And then we need... Guess... Oh, we need buckets. I have 16. Does it have to be a bucket? It does. It does have to be a bucket. Okay, well, let's go grab... Didn't I put some more down somewhere? I did. Awesome. That means we need 4 stacks of string. Ooh. Okay, that's passable. Let's do this. Let's go over here. And... Oh. Why aren't you running? Because you're full of flax seeds. Awesome. Alright. I don't need dirt that... Well, you know what we should do, actually. We should do that. And... that. But then we'll grab a stack of these. And just run it over here. So many potatoes. Okay, you know what? This is silly enough that... Oops. There. Go out there. You go there. All right. Because we do need dirt. We just can't use this. So, oh, we probably need to do, yeah, the output bus. No, wait, that's input bus. So that can go out that way. And we will put down, we'll just put down a 1 by. How about this? Okay, yeah, that's fine. And then, can I just put, well, let's get the bigger module. Put you there. I'll put you there. Okay. And then, you know what? It's fine. If we get 2,000 of those, we'll probably need that. All right, you are locking items, yeah. Okay, well, grab you, and then you turn into 32 string, which is still not quite enough. Let's see how many we've got. So close. Let's see, we've got 1, 2. So just a few more. We've got bone meal somewhere, right? I do. Let's go run and steal some of that. I don't think it's going to be a problem. So you are eating all of the potatoes that we're making. How are you making so many? I've got a... Oh, there's part of it. Okay, let's do this. Got these LV robot arms. Let's put you here. And we're going to tell you to stop outputting automatically that way. And you're just going to keep... like a stack. Well... well... Okay. 512. Okay, so now you're just going to keep building up, right? And now we can build back up potatoes. But this should only be using... like 1 per time, right? Yeah, like 0.7 per time. And the water. Oh, we need to make so many of those water hatches. That's awesome. That makes things so much easier. And this is just so nice. Okay. Yeah, and this is just kind of tooling along. Okay, cool. You do you. Alright, now, the... Why were we doing that? Oh, right, I wanted some... Actually wanted some of that. Although it might be a little too... You know what? No. Because then I'll have to change the circuit. And if I change the circuit, then I'm going to have to remember to change it back. And that's not going to happen because it never does. So we'll just let it go. You're fine. You do you. You're my new friend over here. There we go. Okay, so you... Yeah, that'll work. And then we can do 1, 2, 3, 4. Like so. Put you back. Oh, I only needed 32. I was still stuck on making a stack of these mode. Alright, well, now we've got some extra wool. For the next time, if we remember. We need to run over here. One of these. This is the one. Grab 2 of you. And ender tank. 16. 32. And let's go right over here and put this wool away. Okay. Now, let's go check on our, I'm trying to find that crate that we put all of our tools that we don't need on us all the time. It's over here. Why do I have, oh, it's an MV pump. It must have come off of something that I tore down. I don't need you on me very often. And these slime balls, constant menace. Alright, and we can clear this up. Okay, and we're good there. Alright, let's go over to this guy. You are going to need a... So what I don't quite follow yet is, it says it's got a, it says, oh, this one doesn't say. Right there. It says it's got a 250 millibucket pump. Don't quite know what that means. Now, I'd like this to be green. Uh-oh. Is this easy? I think this is an easy fix. I'm assuming I just didn't lock it, but now we do have to go down and run and check, make sure everything's copacetic. Okay, I needed some sort of green. It's fermented biofuel. So I guess we're going to be looking at, yeah. So you're just, oh, and this is getting the potatoes, and it's also filling up the thing. It's just going to take a little while to get backed up. Because remember, that's also running at, you know what I just realized again? Okay, we need polyfluorotetra. That's what we're doing this for. But to get the methane, we need to make this distillation tower. And to make the distillation tower, we need these guys. Keep looking at this and thinking we can do this, and we can. We can. But the distillation... Oh, right! This is why I keep... it's the same cycle over and over again. Okay, so to get the methane gas, the way we're trying to do it, requires the distillation tower. That's fine. I can get all this stainless steel pipe, no big deal. HP machine hull. We just made a bunch of those. You know, these circuits are going to be a little bit of a pain, but no big deal. It's this part, though. It's the multi-block. No. That's just stainless steel casing. Oh, I see. I may have had this backwards. All right. Well, let's go see if we can get some green dye. How do we get green dye in this one? Cactus. Fern in the crushing wheels. Okay. Doesn't look like we can just craft it. Oh, here we go. Tomato shrub. We don't have any of those. A rose bush. 5% chance. A large fern gives you green dye. I don't think I want to use green dye anymore. And the reason is that's going to be hard to maintain. We need to get some cactus going. What do we have in here for dyes? Let's go with a little brown action. And we'll get some yellows. In fact, we're going to make green, right? So we'll do that and we'll do blue. So it'll be brown, yellow, blue. Brown. yellow. And this is our approximation of green because we don't have any green yet. All right, and so these guys can go here. And then what I think we're gonna have to do is we're gonna go to the distillery, and I think we can just take this. Yeah, fermented biomass on a 7. It is an MV recipe though, so it's the large chemical reactor. This is the one that requires the chemically inert PTFE machine casings. Okay, that's fine. Oh, we need to go grab these Canto blocks. Here, we'll do this again and let it go back to town on that. You okay. We should have one down here though. It'll just take 2 seconds to process this all again. Where we go? There. Okay, so we'll take this Canthal ingot. Exact same thing. You can go in here and Dance Distillery. This is not going to be like a permanent thing. We need another pump. Okay. I don't mind that extra pump. We were just talking about that. I do feel a little chagrin that we keep kind of redoing the same steps, though. That part is getting a little bit sus. We need to go swap out, but we can do this while we're at it. I really need to get these pumps automated because if we're going to be doing chemical stuff, we use so many pumps. It's bananas. B-A-N-A-N-A-S, bananas. Oh, not shift click. There we go. Nope, this one. I actually thought about, would it be fun if we had it set so that we just went lower with every tier. So LV was up there. This is MV. Next tier down is HV. But we'd hit down, you know, as down goes pretty quick. So we haven't gotten quite to that level of planning yet. Well, and I don't think we will. All right, we need a pump. Of course. Okay, so 1, 2. I keep putting the knife away and not remembering I'd done it. And see it like that. Okay, what are we missing for this guy? Oh, I gotta get the coil. Okay, that's fine. But the tempered glass is up here. And I'll get there. Bender and what was the other thing we needed? Oh, right, processors. We can hear the farm going up there. Okay, distillery, that one, go. And you're going to be producing methane for us, right? Warp is over here. And this is kind of where I'm trying to figure out. I need to have a automatic, like a manual place for stuff, but I guess we can put this in here for now. And did I not put the other one down? I guess not. Okay, well, the pump can go here. You're going to be insert. And what did we decide? We're going to get methane out of a distillery. One of these was green. Not that green. There we go. It's not really green, is it? But it's a 7. Okay, we gotta go put this guy down. It is north. That's northwest. Where is our output bus? Oh, right here. Okay. Yeah, we'll just... You go there. Nope. I don't think you're filling. Oh, I'm losing them every time I do that. Why? Oh, that's so sad. I thought I was trying... Oh, that's... Okay, you got fermented biomass. That's just not cool, game. That's about the 5th one we've... Well, what was that? We had 32. We used 2, so that was 4 I put in there because I wasn't paying enough attention to what was going on. Okay, you are making the stuff we want to make. Okay, so methane gas is going to go into another super tank, sure. And eventually, right, we're going to move this over to do something else. What is that? That's purple? Like magenta? What's magenta in the ender tank world? Magenta's a dye, right? That looks magenta to me. What's that? Conductor's cap. Ha! Alright, magenta dye we get by... Ooh. There we go. Purple and pink. Or blue, red, red, white. Alright, we can do that. Blue, red, red, white. Oh, and then we're going to need a... Yeah, we'll do a super chest here. Because I do actually want a lot of this. And, in fact... We'll do that, and we're going to item void it. Because it is the after effect. Or the, not the after effect. What's the side product? It's a byproduct, not a side product. Okay, this guy here. Alright, so we've got just enough. We should be good. You're cruising along. Yeah. Alright. But the important part is we got that methane. So let's go make... Now, what we could do is we could set it up so that this goes into the other thing. This is operating at 4 seconds. What is it? In fact, what is it? Looks like it does a bucket in 4 seconds. So this guy over here is doing 1500 in 5 seconds. So this will fill up faster than the other one's processing. Not a lot, but a little bit. Yeah. Yeah. Nice. Alright, anything else we do? Well, we'll look it up later. Okay, so this is the slowdown, and the slowdown is the potatoes. We'll take a quick look at the potatoes. Right? Okay, so this is what I was wondering. If that's going, then is it worth it to maybe do this? Put an ender, not like that, like this, and in fact, we'll pull that bone meal out. Put this here. Let's try this and see if this cycle works. Because it should just be... Yeah, this should be a good cycle. We'll come here. We'll grab the linking tool. grab this link, and I need to go make dye. But no. No, not here. Over there. We'll do this. You're locked. You all went in there. And then I think we can just change this to a 3. Okay, and now it should be making twice as many potatoes in the same amount of time. So that's really 64. We'll just call it 64 in 30 seconds. So that's 8 recipes. So it's about just under 4 seconds per recipe. Yeah, so this should go faster. This should now go faster than the other thing can go. And we're not using the bone meal, so we're not trying to double dip these. We could actually swap this over. Let's do that. Well, it doesn't matter. Because again, we're talking about 4-second recipes. And we're talking about doing 8 in 4 seconds. So whether we have an LV robot arm or a MV robot arm, doesn't matter. Okay, cool. And that noise is fine. But it does sound just enough like an explosion when you hear it that you're not ready. Goes off. Let's go double check over here real quick. And I know we don't need to, but I want to know. Okay, biochaff is building up. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. Right. Dies. I'm getting a little paranoid about saying some words over and over again. We need more red. Okay. Let's go right back up where we were. Oh no! Oh, phew. That was close. I was not sure what was going on. Yeah, that's fine. Loop, and now we have reds. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 blue and 2 white. There we go. What do you say? Like this, right? Magenta. We'll make it all. Well, no. I'm trying to make them not palindromes. So I guess we'll do it like this. This makes purple, right? Yeah. So we'll make it magenta, magenta, purple. Magenta, magenta, purple. 22A. And that way, if we end up having to go the other way, we can make it purple, magenta, magenta, and we can feed back into the system. We shouldn't need to, but if we do. I've got warps. Yeah, there we go. To the north quad, E3. Alright, and then smooth stone goes here. And I don't know where we need this yet. And in fact, we're not going to keep it like this. We're going to make the distillation tower. But for now, I'd like to have this going. Because we're trying to make that polytetrafluoroethylene. How much time do we have? We're about out. So this was an enjoyable episode for me. I don't know if you were enjoying yourself, but we got a bunch of just real small stuff done around the base. We cleaned up like distilled water. You know, we set up this biochaff to be actually a good process. The feedback loop with fertilizer. You know, that's satisfying. And we got not the ideal, not what we permanently want for our methane, but at least something that's going to work for now. And that was kind of the goal when all said and done. And it's, you know, we don't need this to be high powered. Where's the north? That one. It would be nice, but we don't need it to be high powered. Eventually we'll get there. Well, yeah, like I said, This is running at 5 seconds. I think that's fine. You know, if we put we could do the MV energy converter. In fact, I think I've got an HV energy converter, and we could dump HV energy into here. Pyrolysis oven should. It doesn't say. So I guess it doesn't have the perfect. Anyhow, it's fine. But I think next episode we're going to start working on a couple of those EV ones. It's kind of a question of, do we go for Teflon, or do we go for like distillation tower? And we go for the distillation tower. We got to make a couple of these. Which what are we waiting on again? All of this is easy. Oh, it's the diodes, right? To make the fine platinum wire, we need nitric acid. And nitric acid, the only real easy way to do that is in the chemical reactor, I think. Yeah, the nitric acid is so much of a frustration. But in order to make this, yeah. So that's what we're waiting on. If we can make the PTFE, polytetrafluoroethylene, we'll be in a good shape. Now, just for my own edification, we did see an interesting way to get ethylene. Not polyethylene, just ethylene. But that's right here. Okay, so that was in... This is what we're doing right now. The distiller. Oh, right. So, actually... Doesn't this require ethylene? Tetrafluoroethylene? No. It doesn't. Okay, so we don't need to. But when we get the distillery running, we actually get... Oh, no, we don't. We get ethanol. There was something that gave us ethylene in the distillation tower. Wood gas. Oh, that also gives us methane. Don't know that we want that just that way. That would be a nice way to do that. Ooh, lightly steam cracked heavy fuel. Gives us a little of everything, and that's actually kind of ideal. So maybe we put this in here for future considerations. Like, we'll go like that. But, you know, I may just be confusing myself with that, so we'll see. Anyhow, like I said, I've enjoyed myself. We've done a fair number of things here. It seems to be a lot more laid back and reasonable. When I'm not trying to push for everything and trying to be clever, we just need to, you know, step by step, get everything done, and everything works out much more cleanly. So until next time, I'll catch you on the flippity flop.